No matter the cartoon, there is a mistake hidden away somewhere, and the Loud House is a cartoon. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at animation errors that somehow slip through editing somehow. Animation is not a joke, and no matter what level of skill is involved, there are bound to be errors, whether they're smaller errors or just big, blatant errors that somehow slip through production and slip through editing. Guys, today we got a juicy video. You don't want to miss it. We're gonna go on to number 5.
I'll give you the rest of the week to crack it.
Yes, you can count on the Action News team.
Just get out.
In the episode Kernel of Truth, the secretary's shirt literally changes from yellow to pink instantly. I have no idea how this slipped through editing. I have no idea how this got past the production. It's so blatant. It's not like a little piece of her clothing. The character has a yellow shirt on, a yellow dress, and it totally changes. So this was just like a shocker. It's just like, what? How did this happen? You know, what's going on here? Did anyone notice this? Did someone fall asleep on the job? Or was this an innocent mistake? I don't know. It seems in this episode that Lincoln and his friends were trying to go to some secret arcade room to figure things out. And when they were searching, you know, they stumbled upon, obviously, the Principal Ramirez, her office, and she gives them the benefit of the doubt to do whatever they gotta do. But the thing about this episode is not really what happened in the episode, but mainly the mistake. The yellow dress changes from yellow to pink. Now, this could have been a color ink dropper in the paint tool. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. Does she have a twin sister in an alternate universe? Are there 2 versions of this secretary? We're gonna have to find that out in the newer episodes. But guys, that's definitely a mistake. Let's go on to number 4. As the Loud House family are stranded at a motel, things take a turn for the worse, and you're gonna see what I mean here in a second. As Lincoln Loud gets up in the middle of the night, he realizes that the buttons and the switches are not working and they're in the wrong order. I think we have Luann to thank for this with her prank genius. But like I said, a lot of things were out of whack, things didn't make sense, fake crickets. But let's take a look at what the animation error is. As we zoom into the characters' positions, take a look at Rita Loud, Lucy Loud, Lincoln Loud. Take a look at their positioning. In the next frame, they're in totally different spots. This happens a lot in cartoons. I've seen this happen in Teen Titans Go, and I'm seeing it happen in the Loud House again. Yes, guys, the positioning of the characters suddenly changed. I have no idea. They didn't move, but I guess there's multiple animators working on it, and they kind of messed up in that arena. As the episode goes on, the pranks get worse and worse, and I'm starting to think, is something wrong? Is there something she wants to tell us? Because I think she doesn't really, I mean, these pranks got pretty, I mean, guys, it got really bad, the pranks that she was pulling. Each moment, it seemed like she was one-upping herself with the pranks, and the family was not having it. So, what do we learn from this? I don't know. I mean, Luann's a prankster. Guys, we got to give her that medal. You know, she might win the Prankster of the Year award as far as I'm concerned, because the things that she did to her own family were crazy. I think we're gonna have to call the popo on her, because that was insane. Guys, let's go on to number 3, and trust me, guys, it's crazy.
As you know, Mom and Dad left me in charge. That means you have to do as I say.
As the Loud House children are left alone from their parents, guess what? Someone has to be in charge, and that someone is Lori Loud. She is not messing around. She made it seem like some kind of boot camp they were in. And we see the Loud House characters, you know, brushing up and getting serious, getting down to business. But there is an animation error in that clip that I just showed you. In fact, this is actually a crazy one because there's actually 2 animation errors in this. I'm going to tell you what it is. Pay attention to the position of the star on her jacket. It literally flips in the next scene. Not only does it flip, guys, but it also disappears in the same frame. This is one of the most crazy animation errors. I'm gonna go ahead and replay it one more time with a picture on screen.
As you know, Mom and Dad left me in charge. That means you have to do as I say.
That was one of the biggest, like, I didn't think I could find 2 animation errors in the same, like, episode, in the same frame, like, in the same scene. Like, that's just like, whoa, what was going on here? Maybe they did this on purpose. Maybe they even saw this and said, well, maybe no one's gonna notice it. But, you know, I'm noticing. My eyes are glued to the screen. I pay attention. Let's go on to number 2.
Go, really, Clip?
This animation error is hidden in plain sight, But for those of you who are probably wondering, well, I don't really see anything wrong here. Everything seems cool. Guys, take a look at his knuckles. Lincoln Loud only has 2 knuckles drawn in, but we realize that he's supposed to have 3 knuckles drawn in. Yeah, guys. Cartoon characters have 4 fingers, and it looks like, I don't know what was going on here, but he's supposed to have 3 knuckles on his front side, and this is one of the frames that we don't usually see this, but it just makes you wonder, like, how much fingers does this character have? Does he have 2 fingers, 4, 5, 3? Shouldn't there, like, you know, what exactly is going on? I know I don't know what's going on in that frame. I don't know if this is intentional. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm even off on this one, but let's just go on to number. And the #1 spot goes to this clip right here. Can you figure out what the animation error is? Yeah, you can. Her eyelashes are missing. Lenny Loud's eyelashes are totally missing. Now, one might say, well, Kolobi, that's not really that big of an error, but I will admit that's an error. Well, you're wrong and you're right. It is an error, and it is a big error because girls are supposed to have eyelashes, guys. If a character doesn't have eyelashes, do you know what that means? Do you guys realize what happens when a person does not have eyelashes on their eyes? It means they're not going to be able to clean out their eyes. The eyelashes are there to clean someone's eyes, and also means that they're a girl character. So I just played you that clip just to let you know that that's actually a bonus one. There's actually a smaller error in here as well. I decided, let me just go on and give you guys another animation error. The animation error has to do with Lynn's freckles. It's totally gone. We take a ruler, and we measure. It's not trajectory. It's not horizontal. There should at least be a piece of her freckles, you know, on her face. We don't see that any moment that she's walking across the screen. We don't see that other side of her freckles. This was a crazy video to make. How did you guys enjoy? Did you guys even enjoy? Please leave a like on this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Type down below in the comment section who your favorite Loud House character is. It could be Lucy Loud, Luna Loud, Lynn Loud. It could even be the parents, Rita Loud, Ren. Who is Ren? But you know, guys, anyway, type that thing down in the comments who your favorite character is. I am interested in seeing that. Guys, this was a crazy video to make. It was a crazy video to make. It was a crazy video to make. You know, I didn't realize how many animation errors and mistakes were in cartoons until, you know, I did some research. I figured it out for myself. You know, I finally figured it out that all our dreams are not the same. That's what it's all about. Okay? Okay, guys? Do you get it? Do you get it? But seriously, guys, these mistakes were actually kind of fun to figure out because when you're watching these episodes, you're not really paying attention. You're really paying attention to the story, not so much the animation. The animation is really good in the Loud House. Some people might even say, well, they're starting to slip up in the newer episodes. They're not giving it effort. It might even turn into some shows that we don't like. But guys, the Loud House is awesome. It'll never stop being awesome. The only time the Loud House will stop being awesome is probably when it ends, maybe, or if they change something drastically. But these were fun to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next